Explosive Premier League action is here. We've got crucial title races, desperate relegation battles, and massive derbies. Plus, hear the inside scoop on Manchester United's transfer targets and a Barcelona penalty drama. We're breaking down all the predictions, the team news, and the biggest talking points for Gameweek 31. You won't want to miss this. Stick around and subscribe.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Premier League predictions, Gameweek 31. This weekend isn't just about the Carabao Cup final. The Premier League is heating up with crucial fixtures that could define the season. We're diving deep into Gameweek 31, where a ferocious derby at St James's Park and a classic six-pointer in North London are just the start. The relegation battle is as fierce as ever, with teams fighting tooth and nail to avoid the drop. Meanwhile, giants like Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester United are all on the road, desperately seeking wins to boost their Champions League hopes. Sports Illustrated is here with the predictions that could shape your fantasy league and your understanding of the league's unfolding drama. From Bournemouth's surprising home form against a resurgent Manchester United, to Brighton hosting Liverpool in a clash that could sway the title race, to the crucial relegation six-pointer between Fulham and Burnley, every match matters. Will Manchester United, with Bruno Fernandes in incredible form, continue their climb? Can Liverpool bounce back after a shaky period? And what about Chelsea's struggles and Everton's new home advantage? Fans are buzzing about the potential for upsets and the impact these results will have on the Champions League places and the relegation zone. Every point is gold as the season enters its critical phase. Don't go anywhere, because the stakes couldn't be higher for these top-flight clashes. Next up, we're dissecting the massive Tyne-Wear derby, where bragging rights and crucial points are on the line for Newcastle and Sunderland. Newcastle versus Sunderland prediction, latest team news, and how to watch Tyne-Wear derby. The Tyne-Wear derby is back in the Premier League, and this one is massive for both Newcastle United and Sunderland. After a tough week that saw Newcastle exit the Champions League, they face their fierce rivals Sunderland, who famously beat them earlier this season thanks to a Nick Woltemade own goal. Eddie Howe's side desperately needs to turn the tide and end Sunderland's dominant run in this fixture. This match isn't just about local pride. It's a critical opportunity for Newcastle to bounce back and for Sunderland to continue their impressive derby record. We've got all the details: the kickoff time at St James Park, where to watch it live on Sky Sports, and the latest team news. Sandro Tonali is a doubt for Newcastle, while Bruno Guimaraes, Fabian Schär, and Emil Kraft are already sidelined. Sunderland also has several players with injury concerns. Despite the historical struggles against Sunderland, Newcastle desperately needs a win, and this could be the game where their hoodoo finally ends. We're predicting a close encounter, but ultimately a much-needed victory for the Magpies. But before we get to that massive derby, a former England boss is weighing in on what Manchester United needs to do to become true title contenders. Stay tuned for Tim Sherwood's bold transfer demands. Tim Sherwood urges Manchester United to sign 2 players to become title contenders. Could Manchester United actually challenge for the Premier League title next season? Tim Sherwood certainly thinks so, but he has some very specific demands for the club's transfer strategy. Despite a rocky start, Manchester United has been on fire since Michael Carrick took the helm, even topping the league based on results since his arrival. They're even in contention for second place, a massive leap from last season's 15th place finish. However, Sherwood believes that to truly compete for the Premier League crown, the club needs significant reinforcements, particularly in midfield, a position already flagged for attention before Casemiro's departure. Sherwood specifically names 2 homegrown talents he believes are essential: Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest and Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace. He argues that signing both is crucial for United's title aspirations. Anderson has impressed since his move from Newcastle and is attracting interest from other top clubs, including Manchester City and Chelsea. Wharton has also had a standout season at Palace and is reportedly eager to join a Champions League-bound team. Even former captain Brian Robson backs the duo, highlighting their potential fit and the importance of a strong British core. This insight comes as Manchester United prepares for their next league match against Bournemouth, with Carrick himself emerging as a strong contender for the permanent manager role after his impressive turnaround. The club faces significant decisions this summer, and Sherwood's advice points to a clear direction for their midfield rebuild. And speaking of crucial moments, we've got the inside story behind a dramatic penalty that decided a Champions League tie. Get ready for the unheard story of Lamine Yamal's decisive spot kick against Newcastle. The unheard story behind Lamine Yamal's penalty against Newcastle United report. Barcelona's Champions League victory over Newcastle United wasn't just about skill. It was a masterclass in trust, personality, and tactical flexibility within Hansi Flick's squad. Manager Hansi Flick revealed a fascinating approach to penalty taking. Instead of a designated taker, he empowers his players to decide in high-pressure moments. This philosophy was perfectly demonstrated in both legs of their round of 16 clash, with young star Lamine Yamal stepping up to convert crucial penalties. The pattern began at St. James Park, where Barcelona secured a stoppage-time equalizer from the spot. It repeated at the Spotify Camp Nou in the second leg, with Yamal once again coolly converting a first-half penalty. According to Mundo Deportivo, as tension mounted in the first leg, Rafinha initially prepared to take the penalty. However, in a brilliant display of trust and game management, he delayed his action and handed the responsibility to Yamal at the last moment, allowing the youngster to focus and execute. Rafinha later explained the decision, highlighting the importance of a player's confidence on the night. "When you see his confidence, you trust him, and it worked out. He took it very well," he stated. Yamal's composure ensured Barcelona advanced, showcasing a unique and effective in-game decision-making process that highlights the strong bond and belief within the Barcelona camp. That's all the top stories for today, but we'll be back with a lightning recap and all the ways you can stay connected. Don't go anywhere. What a show! We've covered massive Premier League predictions with key clashes like Bournemouth versus Man Utd and Brighton versus Liverpool, dissected the massive Tyne-Wear derby between Newcastle and Sunderland, heard Tim Sherwood's demands for Manchester United's title ambitions, and uncovered the story behind Lamine Yamal's clutch penalty for Barcelona. If you loved this packed update, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more exclusive sports news, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow us on all our socials to stay in the loop 24/7. We'll see you next time.